Assalamu alaikum everyone. Ashhar this side. Basically, I'm an entrepreneur working in domain of mobility, education, and sustainability. With respect to a quick background about myself, I did mechatronics engineering from SRM University, Chennai, and then I did my MBA in innovation and entrepreneurship. My research area is about education and technology, specifically focused on future mobility. Right. These are the few glimpses where I was able to contribute to the academic industry as well as the mobility industry through innovations, through multiple programs, events, and all. Alhamdulillah, I got an opportunity to visit more than 100 plus institutions in India and abroad with respect to various programs, activities, workshops, training programs in the domain of like career mentorship, electric vehicles, renewable energy, innovation and entrepreneurship, etc. So why innovation is crucial is our today's topic. And I would like to thank Saif Bhai as well as the platform MFID platform for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to be, present here for this insightful discussion. And as we move ahead, I would like to encourage all of you to certainly interact more, respond more during the entire discussion because innovation is fueled by creativity, and when we are interacting, when we are brainstorming, and specifically talking about when we are brainwalking, so these are the things that will come, and we can certainly collaborate. So I have this habit that whenever we start a session, I always have a few poll questions, few things that I have a list of, and I usually ask the audience about the same, so that we get a right perspective before the session, what exactly we need to understand, what exactly we need to do things, right? So before we move ahead, more about innovation, right? In order to innovate, there has to be a particular field, right? Where exactly we need innovation, where exactly we need improvement, where exactly we need, the transformation, right? So this topic of goal is very, very crucial in shaping and enriching our lives, right? Because goal not only gives us direction, purpose, motivation, as well as a sense of achievement. So before we start diving more about innovation, the first thing that should be clear to us is about our goal. What is our goal? Right? And when we talk about our goal, that comes into our short-term goal as well as long-term goal, right? In our short-term goal, right, are we looking at getting an employment for 10, 20 years and then starting our own business or MSME or something like that? Or our goal is directly getting into a traditional conventional business, right? Kickstarting at some point, or like taking over some like existing business, family business, or whatever, right? Or starting something of your own as a startup, right? As your short-term goal or immediate goal, or your goal is to get into research, to either through any of the course or through any of the program like PhD or something like that, or getting into definite research institutions that are fostering innovation, creativity, etc. Or you want to keep innovating things, solving the problems, right? So what is your goal? Or your goal is to get into manufacturing and improvise the processes over there, improvise the things over there, and things like that. So goals is very, very important thing. And having a short-term goal and a long-term goal in your career, in your like in your roadmap, will certainly ease lot of things. Specifically, once you are clear with your goal, you can certainly like practice things like innovation, creativity, critical thinking, and lot of other things, right? Creative thinking, etc. So goal setting is the first activity that all of us must perform, right? And that is the need, right? So once we are clear with our short-term goal and our long-term goal, then we can see how we can implement creativity in and around us, right? So creativity leading to innovation is very important, right? So whenever we talk about innovation, right, anyone from the audience would like to define what they understand about innovation, right? What they understand about innovation. We have here Rahmatullah Khan Sahab, we have Abdul Wahab Sahab. Anyone from the audience would like to just give their perspective, what they think about innovation. Yes. Yes, anyone from the audience? See, innovation is all about collaboration, so hence we need, responses from you people so that we can brainstorm and literally instead of a presentation or a session, we can have it as a brainstorming session or a brainwalking session.
Assalamu alaikum. Innovations
Walaikum
is
salam.
solving the problems which are facing in the societies, coming up with new solutions.
Right, coming up with new solution and all. So, dear brother, can you give some example like you think this is the best example of innovation or something like that comes to your mind?
No example like Vola, Uber, these are all innovations.
Hello? Yeah.
The new solutions for the problems of the society, like like Google Maps है और कई चीजें हैं.
Right. All right. So there are so many things that we can see, right? Just an example, right? Previously, people used to go to a chowk or a chowraha and call for taxis or autos, right? But now we have ride-hailing apps like Uber, we have Ola, where we can, book the service right from our device, from our mobile device, and from our home, right? So, likewise, there are so many innovations that are fostering today's transformation, today's development, right? And yeah, so we'll have a quick poll on innovation aspirations, and then we can start the discussion of our today's thing. So, the first thing that we need to discuss is what drives your creativity the most, right? What drives your creativity the most? So what do you think, like solving problems or expressing ideas, a collaboration or technology tools? See, I expect this session more to be just knowledge sharing because in today's time, knowledge is available everywhere, right? What we need is strategies, what we need is creativity, what we need is collaboration and, the discussion and the brainstorming. So, right? So if you can react at least two, three people, those who are active, they can give their comments, they can give their responses.
Yeah, solving
Actually,
problems is
problems are
yeah.
Solving problems. Nice, nice. Interesting, interesting. And any other response from anyone else? Solving problems. I got two people saying with respect to problem.
technology and collaborations also.
Technology tools and collaboration. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I will highlight something about, yeah, Sayed Saab has commented solving problems. I'll highlight something about solving problem, right? When it comes to solving problem, there is no a particular age limit or there is no particular resource limit that a person can only solve a problem when, he is having resources or he or she is having resources, right? That thing should be very clear to all of us, right? When it comes to solving problems, for example, you see we have very good examples of transformation or like problems that were solved irrespective of the availability of resources, irrespective of things like that. I will tell you, I interacted with one of the innovator. She was just 14 years old. She was just 14 years old, and uh, you know so I hope you are able to see my screen? Yes, yes.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So she is Vinisha Umashankar. At the age of 14, while going to school, she saw that जो लोग कपड़े आयन कर रहे हैं, राइट, कपड़े इस्त्री कर रहे हैं, वो सब लोग like they are using coal based iron. And she thought that already there is so much of pollution, right, in and around. And if someone start right using the like thing, yeah, like again people start using coal based thing, it will certainly lead to the pollution and all. So hence she came up with an idea of having a solar ironing cart. So she thought in an innovative direction, she thought in a innovative way, and she came up with this idea. Okay, why not to start something that will reduce the pollution in terms of having some solar based solution, right? And that's how she started. And she first made the sketch, the concept thing, and later on she made a prototype. The prototype, she he participated in multiple competitions, and specifically one of the competition I will highlight here. It's you know APJ Abdul Kalam Ignite Awards. So in that event, she presented her idea. She got award also. Right after that, once she got recognized through media, social media about this innovation, she got lot of opportunities. Right, she was even invited by COP to like climate conference, international climate conference, right, as one of the speaker, right, where she was speaking along with a lot of other dignitaries, prime ministers from different countries, and the problem solvers community, right, impact community. So this all happened with her creative with her creativity and with her understanding that I need to solve the problem and I need to start at some level. Right. So this might be a scenario with all of us, right? Either we might be doing job, or we might be uh, like running our own traditional business, or we might be running our own startup with some factor of innovation. In all the areas wherever we are, right? Either we are in business, either we are in education, either we are in whatever field of like the thing we are in, right? The creativity and innovation can be executed. And how many of you are aware about a teacher? The teacher was literally using like the QR codes in the books, and that got like highlighted by the government as well. Yeah, anyone heard about a person who was using QR codes in uh, in book from Maharashtra? There was one teacher.
No.
Yeah, let me share my screen. Yeah. I hope you are able to see my screen. Yes. I hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Thanks for the acknowledgement. So this teacher in Maharashtra from a village is a village teacher. He started embedding QR codes in education, right? He literally started embedding QR codes in in books for ease of bringing the innovative element and a practical change, right? So he did a lot of interesting things, like by embedding QR codes in the book, where students can be redirected to virtual call to actions, virtual content that can be easily understood by students. That cannot be like वो ऐसी चीजें जो वो बड़ी आसानी से समझ सकते हैं, उसको स्कैन करके दे कैन गेट रीडायरेक्टेड टू content that can give them more explanation, more real-time simulation, or something, right? So these things were possible even though he was a village teacher. We understand that village में बहुत सारे constraint रहते हैं. We don't have resources, we don't have technology, we don't have lot of amenities available, but the factor of creativity and solving problem, right, helped him in literally bringing something that can like that made the whole change, right? So what drives your creativity the most, right? This question is very, very important. Are you or are we trying to solve a problem? Are you or are we expressing the ideas, or are we focusing on collaboration or technology tools or something, right? I'll tell you another interesting story. Another interesting story was of Prasiddhi Singh. How many of you are aware about Prasiddhi Singh? Anyone heard, or anyone? Prasiddhi Singh. So she is an innovator, and if you read her story, right, she is an innovator. At the age of 4 or 5, she started her journey. At the age of 4 or 5, she started her journey. I hope you are able to see my screen. So now she is part of UN's multiple initiative with respect to climate, with respect to environment, right? And uh, how she started by expressing her idea of conservation of biodiversity by planting trees, and she started with a mission of planting 1 lakh trees. And when she started this, she collaborated with the school, she collaborated with institutions to have a fruit forest, a mini fruit forest in their campuses, in their premises and all. So after she expressed her idea, she got a lot of support, and through collaborations, through synergies, through strategic collaborations, strategic alliances, and a lot of other things, she got so much support. And now she's even like Beti Bachao Beti Padhao ambassador for Tamil Nadu, and a lot of other things she's doing with respect to creating an impact and bringing the things that she wanted, right? Yeah. So next question that we need to discuss, or brainstorm is, what is the biggest barrier to innovation in your experience, right? Do you think lack of resources is the biggest barrier? Do you think fear of failure is the biggest barrier? Third is resistance to change, or lack of guidance. So out of these 4 areas, what exactly do you think is the like the biggest barrier to innovation in your experience?
Fear of
So
failure.
lack of guidance.
All right. So I got one response here from Sayed Saab, lack of guidance. All right. I agree, lack of guidance is one of the important factor. We'll first discuss about lack of guidance. When we talk about lack of guidance, I'll tell you, like, the very first thing is that mentorship guidance is has got limited to only JEE or competitive exam or NEET or scholarship exam, or the things like that, right? So when we exactly talk about the like the guidance that is required, the insights that are required, the mentorship that is required, right, for them to innovate, to like for starting up and all, right? That's the point where we bring the a factor of change. I will tell you how many students below the age of 18, right? How many students below the age of 18, right, are getting nominated by us for Rashtriya Bal Puraskar Award, Tell me. We don't have any answer. Literally, we don't have any answer. And I have talked about this issue with a lot of eminent personalities, a lot of people, those who are doing a lot of things for the community, for the people and all. But that is where we need a proper guidance, not only guidance for our students, guidance for our teachers, guidance for our professionals, guidance for all of us, right? Where we need to understand the technological transformation that is happening, the trends that are there, and how we can leverage all these opportunities. Leveraging opportunities is also the important, like as important as we are thinking something about change, right? So lack of guidance is certainly, I agree with you, Sayed Saab. Then the point C was commented by Khan Saab. So Khan Saab has commented point C, resistance to change. Yes, resistance to change, I will tell you, uh, still, this is very, very, disheartening that still in our schools, right? Specifically the schools with a management run by right like people from our community. We don't integrate innovation, we don't integrate creative curriculum, we don't integrate things, or like or talking about elements that can bring some fruitful result. We don't integrate because we are resistant, and we have the resistance to change. We don't want I'll tell you, still in the institutions where I visited, where our people are having, like, are the managers or those who are running the institutions, right? People from our community, or people right from our ummah, right? In the name of technology, we only have a computer lab. In that computer lab, PowerPoint, Excel, Word, these are the things being taught to the students, either school students or, like, or the college students, right? So here we don't want to integrate things where we are talking about simulation, we are talking about real-time skills. In today's time of AI, knowledge is available everywhere, right? We can easily access knowledge, right? But skill development, or things that we need to adopt, that we need to integrate, right, is what matters a lot in today's time. And we are having huge resistance to change. So Khan Sahab has rightly pointed this out. We are living in comfort zone, and we don't want to change. And the third important point,
दोनों बैठा हो
another
इधर अंदर
important,
आओ.
yes, another important point is fear of failure. Many people think that like, what will be the success rate, right? All right, what will be the success rate? And you see, every entrepreneur or every company that is doing very well today, we know, all of us, we are so many people here, around 16 people gathered for today's session here. Out of the 16, there are so many people, those who are running their own business, or they are working in a big MNCs or big companies, right? So if you go back to the history and see the starting point, or the initial phase or initial point of uh, you know uh, like, when we talk about any company, any MNC, any company, any startup, right? So they started somewhere, and they have failed lot of times. You take example of any company, right? Any company, the founder, the founding team, the core team, they have failed a lot. They pivoted in another business proposition, where they started again, and then when they did things for a consistent amount of time, right, with consistency, with innovation, with creativity, they are now able to drive the change, right? So fear of failure has to be removed. And we should we should encourage people, we should encourage people to take risk, right? To take risk, and specifically calculated risk, with terms of their creativity, idea, innovation and all, right? And when it comes to the first point, right, lack of resources, right? You tell me, and you show me one research center where actively research is happening, in any of the minority institution, or any of the research center, We have, you know, research center with fancy name, right? For example, we have XYZ research center by, for the community or for the society. But what is there in that research? What is there in that research center? We only have the books. We only have books. No innovation, no creativity, no research, no tinkering, no multidisciplinary approach. There's nothing being researched over there. This is just another library. We have given a fancy name, and we have kept things over there, right? That's it. So these are the literally the important things to consider whenever we are thinking about innovation. If we want leaders of tomorrow, if we want solution, if we want people to think different, then we need resources. We need people, those who are not fearing for failure, those who want to change in a positive way, right? In a halal way, and those who want guidance, and we are ready to give guidance. You see, if we start volunteering our skills as we volunteer our resources, जिस तरह हम हमारे पैसे खर्च करते हैं, zakat देते हैं हम लोग, when we give our, we donate our money, we donate our resources. Likewise, if we start donating, volunteering our like time, our skills, then certainly we can bring some change. Another important question is, do you often think about how existing solutions can be improvised or can be improved, right? बहुत मर्तबा आपने सोचा होगा कि गूगल मैप्स में ये फीचर इंटीग्रेट की जा सकती है, या फिर थिंक अबाउट एनी अदर सॉल्यूशन, राइट? दिस वी कैन डू in any of the product, in any of the services or something like that. There are still room for improvement for products, for services, for business models, for things, lot of things, right? And we are, we हम हमारा हाल ये है ना, हम सोचते नहीं है, और फिर जब हम मार्केट में कोई नया प्रोडक्ट देखते हैं तो फिर हम सर पे हाथ रखते हैं और कहते हैं, यार ये तो मेरा आइडिया था, मैंने सोचा था कि आई वुड हैव सर्टेनली बट हैव डन दिस इन माय कॉलेज टाइम और आफ्टर कॉलेज टाइम, और मैं इस तरह कर लेता तो शायद आज मेरा भी चीज़, मेरा भी प्रोडक्ट, मेरा भी सर्विस आज मार्केट में होता, या फिर ये चीज़ जो है जाहिर होती. But the things that we see about improvisation, right? Uh, like lot of areas are there where we can improve, but we are not doing these things because of lot of other things, right? Now, the final and the most important question, right? Yeah, we have few more questions. Final and the important question, right? What motivates you to innovate, right? What motivates you to innovate? Is it making an impact? Is it gaining recognition? Is it overcoming challenges, or a personal curiosity, right? This question is also very, very important, right? We need people who wants to drive impact, who literally wants to drive impact, because through impact you can, do, and do and think out of the box and bring the transformation, and literally bring the transformation. Let me share my screen, and I will share and I will show you few of the uh, things that were executed by students, right, with the sole intention of creating an impact. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So there is one young entrepreneur from Sri Lanka, Nethila Nismat. So Nethila Nismat, he started making awareness in schools about the role of entrepreneurship, right? About finance management, about their like how they can work on some problem and they can elevate that problem solving nature to literally a startup or a business, right? He's from Sri Lanka and he's doing that, and that brought a huge impact in Sri Lanka, right? So things like that, where people are literally thinking out of the box and they are not limiting themselves, right? Only for the sake of, doing the project. For example, there are so many students in final year, those who do project, right? But they do it only for the marks, thing, or completing and getting the certificate. That's it. So if that is the approach, then we only have people with degrees. We don't have people with skills. We don't have people with relevant employability, right? So like I was talking about Prasiddhi Singh, I was talking about Vinisha Umashankar. There are so many people. One student, Riyad Maruf Hassan, right? He's a school going student from Assam. He kind of collaborated and invited all the change makers and formed a club, right? There is another girl, Hasni Lakshmi Narayan. She's from Chennai. What she is doing, she wrote a book, covering all the stories of impact makers, impact making children's, right? And she's reporting all these stories for the newspaper, right? Uh, you know, so there are so many things where you can bring some change, but that has to be driven by impact. There has to be driven by impact, right? So there are so many examples, and alhamdulillah, I'm glad to share that we have witnessed these examples during our activities at Skillshare. Whenever we conduct a program, whenever we do a program in any of the college, university, or something, we come across some solutions, we come across some people, those who are thinking out of the box, those who are not following the traditional way of thinking, and those who are not doing things for the sake of marks or just for the sake of submission, those who literally wants to do something and innovate, right? And we have observed that 90% of the cases, the motivation behind their innovation curiosity is making an impact, right? Making an impact. Only few people think about gaining a recognition or getting some laurels or something. But majorly people, those who are driven by impact, are doing very successful with respect to their area. Now, the question is which area we would like to innovate. Which area we would like to innovate. Are we planning innovation in education? Are we planning like innovation in technology? Are we planning it like innovation in environment or business, right? Which areas would you like to innovate? Depending on your field, wherever, like you are, if you are in business, if you are in education, if you are in technology, if you are working for the environment, based on that, you can plan, and start brain walking. Brain walking is not only a term, it's an activity. You can start brain walking, you can start brainstorming and think how you can solve an existing puzzle in your area. It can be education, it can be technology, it can be environment, it can be business, right? And in all this thing, collaboration is essential, right? Do you think collaboration is essential? Yes, collaboration is essential. Collaboration is essential, and that's how we are today, right? That's how we are today, to collaborate and understand how we can bring innovation in university, innovation in school, like and innovation in industry, right? So if you ask me, just give me a minute. Yeah, I hope I'm audible now. So the first thing that we are discussing and we will discuss now is with respect to schools, right? How innovation in school can transform early learning, right? How innovation in school can transform early learning, right? So it will be through personalized learning, right? In today's time, we have things like AI, right? Adopting to these technologies, we can transform the whole, way we are, delivering the knowledge, we are delivering the sessions, right? So we can make the learning in a personalized way, right? Another another important factor how we can transform the learning in schools, right, through innovation is utilizing the digital tools, interactive technologies like AR, VR, gamified learning, and engaging educational experiences. All these things we can integrate in our school curriculum, in institutions, in colleges, and foster inclusivity, right, for all. Because the people, those who are having a rigid foundation, right, about their like expert fields, expert areas, their things, right, they can easily understand things. But what about uh, like those who are not having foundation very clear, and those who got into college or university, right? So for in all steps, in all phases, whether it's a school, college, right, or university, right, we need to integrate the the digital tools that we have and foster skill based education, foster skill based education. So by having a right objective with respect to school education, in schools, if we want to innovate things, we need to focus on STEM integration, we need to focus on skill based education, we need to focus on utilizing the digital tools, right? These are the things that we have to understand and we need to foster, because once their understanding, their basics, and their foundation about these concepts about STEM is clear, then in university, when they go to university, they can contribute in better way. Now coming to innovation at university, innovation in university should focus on mostly interdisciplinary collaboration and interdisciplinary learning, right? Here we need to have industry partnerships, we need to have entrepreneurship, and we need to have research oriented curriculum. The reason is they will get lot of skills. They will learn about project management, right? They will learn about time management. They will learn about lot of other things when they are getting involved into interdisciplinary projects. They are getting involved into research and things like that at university, right? And when it comes to industry, right? In industry, I'll tell you a right scenario. A person, right, is doing a business. His business is mashallah going very well, and he is happy with that. He's never looking for expansion. He's never looking for digital presence. He's not never looking for collaboration. He's never looking for expanding to different markets. ऐसे हजारों मिसालें हमारे पास है, हमारे कौम के जो है ऐसे लोग जो एक जगह अपना, चाहे वो रेस्टोरेंट चला रहे हो, उनका रेस्टोरेंट उस सिटी में, उस जगह पे बड़ा बड़ा अच्छा है, बड़ा अच्छा चलता भी है, और उस एरिया के अलावा ना उन्होंने कभी और ब्रांच खोलने के बारे में सोचा, या फिर एक्सपांड करने के बारे में सोचा, या एक्सपोर्ट करने के बारे, लाइक नॉट ओनली अबाउट रेस्टोरेंट, in any business, right? We restrict ourselves with respect to a particular city, area, or thing. We never integrate things that can be automated, a self automation mechanism, or we don't drive, or we don't draft or tailor a mechanism where we are looking at customization, we are looking at ecosystem, we are looking at sustainability, we are looking at growth, we are looking at, literally we are looking at the competitiveness and expansion. So these things should be brought into picture with respect to like innovation in industry. So three elements of our today's topic: the innovation in a school, innovation in industry, innovation in university. These are the three important elements of our today's topic, right? And now with this, I conclude my discussion. I'm open for any question we can certainly discuss, and any ideas, any suggestion, any feedback. I would be happy to take it, and let's innovate together. And people say that think out of the box, but think there is no box, there is no limitation, there's no constraint, and we can innovate to a higher level, inshallah.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum. What are the things to be followed or framework to be followed for schools innovation?
So when we are looking at innovation in school, right? So the very first thing, the very basic thing, right, is about exploration, right? We should give them a platform for exploration, right? If we give them a platform for exploration, right? So there are pretty much like framework that is available that we follow. I can certainly share that with you, Dr. Khan, right? That is with respect to schools, or that with respect to an institute, right? Exploration will give them a kind of sensitization, right? What are the things available in and around them, right? What are the things available in and around them, right? Where they can contribute, where they can learn, where they can grow, where they can solve problem. I will tell you, like, students, they recognize problems so well, but only they, don't take them to the next level. For example, I interacted with the students, school students. जब मैंने स्टूडेंट से इंटरेक्ट किया और उनको उनको पूछा कि आपको क्या लगता है कि आपके आसपास क्या मसाइल हैं, तो एक बच्चे ने कहा कि मैं यू नो मैं टिफिन में जो है बिरयानी ले आता हूँ, लेकिन मेरी बिरयानी जो है लंच टाइम तक ठंडी हो जाती है। तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि मेरा टिफिन बॉक्स जो है वो थर्मल कुछ उसमें ये हो, हीटर की तरह वो सिस्टम हो। तो मैंने कहा कि जैसे ऐसे भी ऐसे टिफिन आते हैं जहाँ पे आप खाना गर्म रख सकते हो। उसने कहा कि उससे उतना इफेक्टिव नहीं लगा, तो आई आई हैव दिस प्रॉब्लम इन माइंड, एंड आई वांट टू सॉल्व, राइट? So, when we give students a platform to explore and innovate, right? And innovation will come through creativity only. Like, there are so many creative ideas by students, not only by students, by anyone. An idea can come from anyone, right? Irrespective of their age, irrespective of their, qualification, irrespective of their things like that, right? There are people who innovated. I don't know how many of you are, aware about House of Wisdom. हमारी तारीख में अगर हम जाके देखें, जाके पढ़ें, तो एक चीज थी जो हाउस ऑफ विजडम स्टैब्लिश किया गया था। उसके बारे में कभी वक्त मिले, मौका मिले तो पढ़ना, राइट? उसको बैतुल हिकमा ऐसे कुछ कहा जाता था, जैसे मैंने तारीख में पढ़ा है, राइट? तो नो, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट दारुल अरकम, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट बैतुल हिकमा, हाउस ऑफ विजडम। ये काफी बात जो है स्टैब्लिश किया गया था। तो दारुल अरकम की बात नहीं कर रहा। तो इस बारे में ना, वी शुड सर्टेनली लुक फॉर things, the frameworks that were followed, that give immense outcome in terms of research, science, research, technology, innovation, and collaboration, right? So all these things are very, very important. Okay, the next thing that yeah, any other question, Dr. Rahman, Dr. Rahmatullah, or anyone else? Any question from anyone's
नहीं,
end?
नहीं, जज़ाकल्लाह। ये महाराष्ट्र के भी एक जवाद पटेल हैं, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ही इज इनोवेटर और यंग साइंटिस्ट अवार्डी पीएम से।
Mashallah, mashallah. See, I'm telling you, this problem is that we, whatever innovations being done, right, are not rightly being showcased, not rightly being connected with people, where people can contribute, people can, like they can explore it, expand it, or these kind of opportunities are not being, like driven. So I request Saif Bhai whenever they organize any event. I remember there was some event he mentioned that happened in Bangalore, some exhibition kind of thing or some conference, right? In that conference there can be an opportunity for innovators to showcase their innovations also. Inshallah. MFID, I have this request proposal for MFID.
Yeah, sure, inshallah. Dobby.
All right, any other question? I would be happy to take. Otherwise, we can close, Saif Bhai.
So
Any last
my
question?
question है,
Yes, please.
हेलो सर, जैसा आपने बोला कि अपने एजुकेशन में माशरे में रिसर्च सेंटर नहीं है,
जी,
बट पहले डिमांड क्रिएट होना चाहिए, देन अपन रिसर्च सेंटर बना सकते हैं ना। तो डिमांड क्रिएट करने के लिए अपन क्या कर सकते हैं?
राइट,
जैसे क्यूरियोसिटी लाना पड़ेगा ना पहले अंदर। जैसे अगर कभी नीड है, फॉर एग्जांपल कोई भी नया प्रोडक्ट की डिमांड है मार्केट में, तो वो प्रोडक्ट कंपनी बनाएगी ना।
राइट.
तो पहले
So,
डिमांड क्रिएट कैसा करना
right.
फर्स्ट।
I understand your point. See, when we talk about research, research is a bit different from the commercialization point of view. ठीक है? एक चीज है जो रिसर्च है, एक चीज है पेटेंट है, और पेटेंट और ऐसी चीजों को आप कमर्शलाइज कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? जब रिसर्च की हम बात करते हैं, I'll tell you, there are so many scenarios, right? Where you need to literally tinker, you need to do research, you need to innovate and bring some solution. And every solution cannot be a viable solution. If it is a viable solution, it might not be a scalable solution, right? तो ये बहुत सारे चीजें एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन में आती हैं, और हम लोग एक्सपेरिमेंट ही नहीं करेंगे तो हमारे पास एक ऐसा सॉल्यूशन, एक ऐसा रिजल्ट कभी नहीं आएगा जो वायबल हो, सस्टेनेबल हो, स्केलेबल हो, और उसको हम एक इम्पैक्ट के डायरेक्शन में ले जाएं. राइट. अभी मैं आपको बताता हूं, ऐसे बहुत सारे मसाइल हैं, बहुत सारे मसाइल हैं जिसके बारे में हम कुछ ना कुछ सोच सकते हैं. ठीक है? उसके लिए कुछ ना कुछ सोल्यूशन रिसर्च कर सकते हैं, इनोवेट कर सकते हैं, और जरूरी नहीं ये इनोवेशन जो है कमर्शलाइज होने के काबिल हो. ये सिर्फ शायद एक एक एमवीपी या एक प्रोटोटाइप की तरह हो. ये स्केलेबल ना, एक हो सकता है ये सॉल्यूशन बहुत अच्छा हो लेकिन कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव ना हो स्केलेबल करने के लिए. बट सी, unless and until we are researching about things, nothing will happen, right? अभी हम हमारे तारीख को देखें, उस जमाने में मुअज्जिज थे मुसलमान होकर और हम खार हुए तारीख कुरान होकर. ये हाल है हमारा कि हमें है ना,
सही है।
हमें हमारी तारीख रोशन तारीख है. हमें पता ही नहीं कि अच्छा साइंस में हमारा क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन रहा है, क्या हमारा योगदान रहा है, हमारा क्या साइंस के इसमें फील्ड में जो है कंट्रीब्यूशन रहा है. और ये सब चीजें देखिए, आप दूसरे कंट्रीज को देखिए, वो लोग आउटकम
ओके।
बेस्ड रिसर्च करते हैं, और आउटकम में क्या चाहते हैं कि कुछ रिजल्ट आए. रिजल्ट कैन बी अ सक्सेस, कैन बी अ फेल्यूर, कैन बी अ लर्निंग, राइट? So in that way people are doing research. But why not us? I'll tell you, like, there are so many solutions. Think, I'll tell you a real time problem, राइट? रियल टाइम प्रॉब्लम. अगर आप जो है, फॉर एग्जांपल आप मुंबई में आते हैं, जस्ट आप मुंबई में लैंड किए, क्या हमारे पास
ओके।
कोई प्लेटफॉर्म है? क्या हमारे पास, अभी मैं फॉर एग्जांपल 1 PM को मैं मुंबई में लैंड किया, जुमा का दिन है, क्या मेरे पास कोई ऐप है, कोई प्लेटफॉर्म है जिससे मैं पता कर सकूं कि आसपास जो है कौन कौन से मस्जिद में जो है मुझे जुमा की नमाज की जमात कितने बजे है पता चलेगा?
नहीं,
मैं मुंबई में किसी को नहीं
वी
जानता.
डोंट हैव सॉल्यूशन।
हाँ, मैं मुंबई में किसी को नहीं जानता. हाँ.
वी डोंट हैव सॉल्यूशन।
ये ठीक है. दूसरा आप मेरे को बताइए, हम जो है हमारे प्लेसेस पे देखते हैं, वी सी ऑल आवर मॉस्क, हमारे मसाजिद में जो है वाटर प्यूरिफायर, वाटर फिल्टर लगा रहता है. ठीक है? लास्ट वो कब क्लीन किया गया था, या वो कब जो है मतलब उसका सर्विस किया गया था? उसमें जो अभी पानी हम बह रहा है, पानी मतलब पानी उससे आ रहा है, हम जो टैप बटन जो नल का ये प्रेस करके पानी पीते हैं, लेते हैं, क्या वो पानी का पीएच कितना है? क्या जो है वो पानी में टीडीएस कितना है? क्या हम वो इस तरह का मशीन जिसमें जो है टीडीएस डिस्प्ले हो, पीएच डिस्प्ले हो, क्योंकि मुसाफिर रहते हैं, अब बहुत सारे लोग आते हैं, पीपल कम एंड दे ड्रिंक वाटर, राइट? how we can ensure sanitation, how we can ensure cleanliness, how we can ensure, these are so many solutions. And believe me, people take all these things with value. दूसरे कंट्रीज में जो है इसको बड़े वैल्यू से जो है आइडियाज को वैल्यू किया जाता है, सॉल्यूशंस को वैल्यू किया जाता है, स्ट्रेटजीज को वैल्यू किया जाता है। हम लोग
Of course.
स्ट्रेटजीज सोचना, सॉल्यूशन सोचना, इसको उसको कुछ काम नहीं समझते हैं। ऐसा मसला है हमारा।
एक्चुअल में सर अपन इतने पीछे हैं, जो सॉल्यूशन है अपन उसको ही अपना नहीं रहे, तो नए इनोवेशन के बारे में कब सोचेंगे?
राइट।
फर्स्ट वन, ओके। देन सेकंड बात, माय क्वेश्चन इज हाउ वी कैन इंस्पायर अ लर्नर अबाउट रिसर्च एंड इनोवेशन।
देखो, हमेशा जब हम बात करते हैं इंस्पिरेशन की, तो इंस्पिरेशन के लिए उन्हें जो चीज ऑलरेडी हुई है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई एम शोइंग समवन a 5 year old girl Prasiddhi Singh, she started her Prasiddhi Singh Forest Foundation at the age of 5, and now she has got Bal Puraskar, or example, she has got this award, she has got that award, as well as she got an opportunity to contribute and bring some change. अगर हम इस तरह के इनोवेटर्स को जब हम सेलिब्रेट करना स्टार्ट करेंगे, उनको रिकॉग्नाइज करना स्टार्ट करेंगे, तो सर्टनली उनको एक इंस्पिरेशन मिलेगा कि मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकता। और दूसरी चीज, हमें वी नीड टू अरेंज ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग सेशंस इन स्कूल्स। अभी मैं आपको बताऊं,
ओके।
10th क्लास में ये मसले को जरा गौर से सुनना, और जहां अपने कैपेसिटी में हो सके उसे हल करने की कोशिश करना। अभी हमारे स्कूल में फर्ज कीजिए 10th क्लास में 60 बच्चे हैं, और ये 60 बच्चे हैं फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड से 10th स्टैंडर्ड तक उसी स्कूल में रहे हैं, उसी जो टीचर या टीचिंग स्टाफ के गाइडेंस में रहे हैं। अब ये 10th में जो बच्चे हैं, 60 बच्चे, इन 60 बच्चों में कितने लोग डॉक्टर बनना चाहते हैं, और कितने लोग डॉक्टर बनने की कैपेबिलिटी, सलाहियत, फाइनेंशियल सब चीजें रखते हैं, कितने लोग इंजीनियर बनना चाहते हैं, कितने लोग क्या बनना चाहते हैं, इसकी क्लैरिटी क्या हम लोग नहीं ला सकते 10 साल में, फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड से 10th स्टैंडर्ड तक?
ऑफ कोर्स ला सकते हैं।
हाँ, तो लेकिन पूछिए, क्लास टीचर से पूछिए कि अच्छा, ये 60 बच्चों में से कितने डॉक्टर बनेंगे, या कितनों का क्या प्लान है, कितनों का क्या करियर गोल है, और कितने क्या और करना चाहते हैं, क्या दूसरे फील्ड, साइंस और इंजीनियरिंग और मेडिकल के अलावा और क्या फील्ड्स अवेलेबल हैं, कौन किस में जाना चाहता है, वो कुछ बात जो है हमारे पास मौजूद नहीं है। राइट।
यस सर।
जी।
बट सच में वाकई अपने माशरे का ये बहुत बड़ा इशू है, और
नहीं, हम
आजकल
यही कर
बच्चे स्कूल
सकते
में
हैं।
भी पढ़।
जी जी,
ओके।
हम यही कर सकते हैं कि हम इसका शऊर जो है पैदा करें, इसके बारे में
शौर
बताएं,
बेकार
और
करना चाहिए।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, और हम जहाँ तक जो जिस तरह से कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं, वो कंट्रीब्यूट हम करने की कोशिश करें। ये ऐसी चीज़ जो है, हम ये हमारे हाथ की चीज़ है, और ये हम ज़रूर कर सकते हैं। और ख़ास तौर पर टीचर्स के लिए आज इनोवेट होना बहुत ज़रूरी है। आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी ऑफ टीचर्स वी हैव इन दिस टुडे सेशन, बट टीचर्स के लिए जो है खास तौर पर बेदार होना बहुत ज़रूरी है। मैंने एक रिसेंट वीडियो में भी कहा था कि टीचर्स को जो है खास तौर पर बेदारी की ज़रूरत है। इसके अलावा हमें स्किल्स और नॉलेज का डिफरेंस समझने की ज़रूरत है, कितना फोकस हमारा स्किल्स पे होना चाहिए, कैसे होना चाहिए, सब चीज़ें ज़रूरी हैं। एंड एजुकेशन इज़ वेरी क्लोज टू यू नो अस, क्योंकि इल्म हासिल करना हमारे ऊपर फ़र्ज है, किसी और पे फ़र्ज हो या ना हो, हम पे तो फ़र्ज है।
ऑफ कोर्स।
हाँ।
और इल्म नॉट ओनली फॉर नमाज एंड तिलावत,
नहीं,
इट्स ऑल अबाउट इन ऑल रिस्पेक्ट।
बेशक बेशक, माशरत भी आती है, अखलाक भी आते हैं, आपका सब कुछ, एवरीथिंग कम्स इनटू पिक्चर। एग्जैक्टली।
इकोनॉमी पॉलिटिकल सोशल इन्वायरमेंटल।
यस यस यस, राइटली
एक्चुअली
मेंशन्ड आकिब साहब, मोहम्मद आकिब साहब, राइटली मेंशन्ड।
सर, एक्चुअली मैंने एमबीए किया है, एंड अभी मैं बिजनेस एनालिसिस में वर्क कर रहा हूँ।
अच्छा, माशाल्लाह।
ओके। माय विजन इज वांट टू बिकम अ बिजनेसमैन एंड एंटरप्रेन्योर। I saw your profile on LinkedIn. You work a lot in entrepreneurship. So
जी,
how I can connect with you and get a counseling and get a some
वी कैन सर्टन
expert
गेट ऑन
solution.
अ कॉल, Muhammad Akib Sahab, inshallah, and we can discuss. See, in today's time, you're into data
Yeah,
analysis,
sir.
right?
Yeah.
सी डेटा के बारे में तो इतनी सारी चीजें हैं, एंड यू कैन यू नो लाइक you can start something, and specifically talking about ऑप्टिमाइजेशन में डेटा का बहुत बड़ा रोल रहेगा आगे आने वाले वक्त में। तो इस तरह से देखें कि व्हाट यू कैन ब्रिंग टू द प्लेट और टू द कम्युनिटी, स्पेसिफिकली बीइंग इनटू दिस डेटा फील्ड, क्योंकि एनालिसिस के जो इंसाइट्स रहेंगे उसको एक्शन ओरिएंटेड किस तरह आप कर सकते हो, राइट, वुड बी योर मैजिक और योर थिंग इन इट इंशाल्लाह।
Can you share your number with me? So,
Yeah, I have shared my recent this thing with you. Okay, I'll share my number as well in the chat box.
okay.
I
Thank you.
think whatever I'm sharing is going to Saib bhai, not to everyone in meeting. Let me share to everyone. Yeah, I just not changed the setting. So here is my ID and phone number.
Assalamu alaikum, Ashhar Ahmed, sir.
Walaikum
My
assalam.
name is
Yes, sir.
Sayyid Wajib Pasha. I have just started uh, just a month or 2 months back my startup. So maybe want to connect with you to get more.
Inshallah,
info
Sayyid sir.
on-
जी, एक ऐसी चीज जो हम सब कर सकते हैं वो अवेयरनेस है, जो हम जितने लोगों को जानते हैं, राइट, उनको अवेयर करें। बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो एमएफआईडी की एक चीज जो मुझे अच्छी लगती है वो इस्तेकामत है। हर इस्तेकामत के साथ जो है हर हर इतवार के दिन जो है, हर संडे के दिन वो माशाल्लाह सेशन अरेंज करते हैं। कोई भी चीज़ स्टार्ट करना बड़ा आसान होता है, उसे मेंटेन करना, उसे इस्तकामत के साथ चलाए रखना, ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट रहता है। तो माशाल्लाह दुआ है कि अल्लाह हमें और तौफीक दे और हमें खूब नवाजे इंशाल्लाह, आमीन।
Amen. Okay, so shall we close, Ashhar bhai?
भाई इंशाल्लाह
तो
we
दुआ भी
can
हो गई
close।
अब।
जी जी जी।
ठीक है।
ठीक।
Thanks everyone for joining. Inshallah we'll keep on having more such sessions inshallah. And jazakumullah khair, Ashhar bhai,
जी,
for taking out your time and sharing your knowledge and experiences with us. So with this we close this session. Assalamu alaikum.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।